Good morning, everyone. It's the 25th of January and it is Monday. And you know what that means? We always go live on a Monday. And I thought I would create a lovely mystical scene, magical scene for us, because we could do with a bit of magic right now, don't you think? I reckon so. So thank you to everybody who's watching me live, and thank you to everybody who's come back and watched the replay. Anybody who's watching on YouTube, welcome, and thank you for showing up every week. You know who you are. You always leave me comments, and I appreciate you all so much, whether you comment or whether you don't comment. But it's nice to see your comments, because then I get to see what you think and what you've got to say. So be brave. If you've never commented before, I challenge you this morning. Leave a comment and tell me something about what's going on in your world, how you're doing. Good morning, everyone. And so let me first of all start by saying good morning to the lovely Caroline Brady, to the lovely Christiane Cotterell, or good evening to the lovely Christiane Cotterell and the lovely Nicole South, who are in Australia. And so it's evening there. Fee Cornell is here. Good morning, John Clark and Fatima Issa. Good very early morning to Nancy Zimmerman. Have you got your cosmic coffee there? You're going to need it. It's early there, isn't it? Karen Taylor is watching. Good morning to you. Good morning, Hazel Kings. How are you doing, my darling? Good morning to Anne McGarry from Dublin. And good morning to Debbie Baldwin, Francis Kelly and Elaine Sagar, to Vicky Ray. Oh, everything's flying up in front of me, so I'm going to have to be quick. Leslie Townley, good morning to you. Good morning to Sharon Andrews, Wee Scott. Good evening, Robin Steele, Barbara Phipps, good morning, and Sandra Hughes, good morning. Shell Javat, hello Shell. Hello to Sue Boys. Good morning to you, gorgeous lady. Good evening to Danielle Bowen, you're live with me, how fantastic. Avivi is here, and Kerry White and Susan Clark and Myra Vidal and Brigine. I'm going to try and pronounce that. Skudaiski? Is that how you pronounce it? Sharon Andrews, good morning. Oh, I'm glad you like the altar. You can't beat a unicorn, can you? And a bit of amethyst, a lot of amethyst actually, and some chunky clear quartz. What was I saying? Rose quartz. Thank you to everybody who's sending me stars. Sharon Smith, good morning. Alicia Melendez, good morning. Now the stars, let me just tell you something about the stars. We're going to do a reading for the Chinese New Year. And I thought that week of the Chinese New Year, it happens to just coincide with, let me just get my ducks in a row, Valentine's Day on the Sunday, on the 14th. So we've got the Chinese New Year, the new moon in Aquarius, which is the year of the metal ox, is happening on Thursday, the 11th of February. So I have a little plan, a cunning plan. Are you with me? Let me just share the plan with you. So I'm not in a romantic relationship, and it is Valentine's Day on the 14th of February, which is the week of the Chinese New Year. And I thought I would go live every day that week, just to put some pep in our step and to remind ourselves to be our first love, because we're always our own first love and our last love, aren't we? So I'm going to do lots of things that week, every single day, to encourage you to be really loving and caring to yourself. And we're going to finish in triumphant style on Sunday the 14th of February and do a little Valentine's loveliness for ourselves. So I'm going to get you doing all these activities that week, so that by the time you get to Sunday and Valentine's Day, you're not feeling all fed up because you maybe your other half didn't bother, or you don't have another half like me. But you showed yourself so much self-love, you're actually celebrating on Valentine's Day and getting excited about it. Okay, so are you with me? Shall we do this? I just thought it felt like such a great thing to do, and I feel so strongly like we need to celebrate that. There have been years, I will admit, where I've wandered around the supermarket and I've seen people buying roses and buying chocolates, and I've felt really fed up. And I don't do that anymore. I feel really good about it because I love myself, and I always treat myself for Valentine's. But we're going to build up to it and get really excited. Let's make it a celebration. So let's get some stars in. So to help me, because I'm going to need props. I'm going to have to buy some props for it. I'm going to say some very quick hellos, and then we'll get going on the angel messages. And you can see we've got 1, 2 and 3 cards there, so get thinking about which number you'd want for your personal reading. Carol Bell is watching. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lynn Hardy, to Ikoma Go, and to Karen Williams, to Lynn Blythen, to Cheryl Penno, Vicky Ryan, Jane McGuinness, and I think I'm up to date. I think I'm up to date. And thank you to anybody who sent me stars if they've whizzed past and I haven't seen them. Jackie Mooney's watching as well. Good morning. Then I will come back and thank you later on. Okay, so let us get the Gemma Crow card stand out, and let us get our angel cards. So people always ask me what is the deck I'm using, and it's the Angel Tarot deck. It's published by Radley Valentine. What a perfect name, eh? Oh, he's such a gorgeous soul. So he does these cards now because he was one of the co-contributors to them, and now he's the single publisher of these, or single author of these. Karen Nicholas, Glynis Hoskin, and Jackie Mooney watching. Hello, darlings. Summer Smith is here. Do you know, I love those names, Summer and Autumn. I really do love them. I think if I had another little girl, I would call her Summer. And if I had a third one, I'd call her Autumn. Thank you for the stars, Karen Williams and Lynn Hardy. Right, we're going to have 3 cards this morning. Dermot, good morning. Astrid, good morning. Thank you for the stars, Carol. Because we have got, on Thursday, we've got the full moon in Leo. Do I have any Leos in the house, or anybody who's got the Leo moon or Leo rising? My mum is the Leo moon. So when you're raised by a Leo moon mother, you know, the way that they mother is the moon sign in your birth chart. Did you know that? So if you are a mother, or if you have a mother, then your moon sign and their moon sign reflects how they mother you and what kind of mother you have and what kind of mother you are if you are a mother. Or you can motherly instincts, because we've all got motherly instincts, haven't we? So my mom is all about creativity and being really bold and courageous and ballsy. She's a very ballsy lady, my mother. And she's also all about appearances. So I always have to look my best whenever I'm with my mum. So if I see my mum and she's going, oh, look at the state of your nails. But she always looks absolutely immaculate, my mum. She walks around the house, even if she's not going anywhere, wearing loads of beautiful jewellery and really lovely clothes. So there's something to be said for that, isn't there, in a pandemic where we reach for our tracky bottoms and our sweatshirts. And I think of my mum, who every day just gets all glammed up, and I really need to take a leaf out of her book at the moment. I'm trying. That's my challenge. It's my challenge for the next week or so. Okay, so some of you've got a moon in Leo. Yes, you're going to be one of those moms, you know, like, and you know, where you would want to push your kids and say, come on, you can do this, you know, being very kind of cheerleadery, but very, very, like, you've got to be out front and centre, you've got to go after what you want in life, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so we'll come on to this second card. Represents the moon, the full moon in Leo. So we'll talk about that in a second, and we'll start off with the messages for the week. So let me just move that a bit closer. Our beginning of the week message, my loves, is the Knight of Earth. So we are in Aquarius season. When the full moon in Leo happens, it means that the sun is opposite the moon, and so the sun is in Aquarius at the moment, but we're still very much being asked to have some of that Saturnian energy, have some of that drive and that conviction to get things done. So whatever we've committed to, it's really important the first 3 days of this week that we really get down and get on with it. So what I want to say to you is, what have you been going around saying to everybody? This is what I'm going to be doing. These are goals that I've set for myself. So it could be personal goals, it can be career goals, it could be purpose goals. You might have even joined my Path to My Purpose program, which I'm going to drop a link into the comments for now, because I'm going to be setting that up and running it again live on my private group from the 1st of February. So if you haven't joined the Path to My Purpose and you want to, it's just £22, and it is life-changing. It certainly changed my life. I wrote it for myself and decided to create a workshop out of it. So it's 15 days of videos and meditations and really, really good, intense work to help you to get on the right path to your purpose, to set yourself up well for the year. And this is this kind of energy of commitment. So what are you committing to do? And this is the following through bit. So he's like on this big shaggy Shire horse, and he's saying, I said that I'm going to do this. I'm grounding myself. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to make my actions speak as loudly as my words. And it is about honouring those commitments. It says a guardian angel as well, so somebody could come into your life to help you to honour those commitments. Somebody very loyal and dedicated. Could be a man or a woman, doesn't really matter. When we're doing a collective reading, it has no kind of gender. So it depends on you and what you're doing. But I think this is a time where you really need muscle. You need people to inspire you. So yesterday, I must have been picking up on this energy because I sat on my Instagram account following lots of other... I'm really into doing my house up at the moment and beautifying it. And so I followed loads of other inspiring people who are doing their homes up, or into interior design, or, you know, just ideas. So it's that kind of thing. What can you do to not just have the inspiration to do things, but to actually get moving with them? It's really important. So that is where we're at as we begin the week up to Wednesday. Good morning to Pam and Donna and Betty and Jenna and Julie Hindmarsh and Sarah's mum. Okay, so our second card this is the full moon card. Are you ready? So let's just talk about the full moon before I turn this card over and we see whether it resonates with what I'm going to be talking about. So Leo is associated with the 5th house in astrology. The 5th house is creativity, it's romance, it is being in the limelight. You see a lot of people who are very famous have very strong Leo in their birth charts. There might be sun, moon, rising. And it's all about pride. Leo represents the heart chakra because it's courage, cour, you know, in French. And it's lion heart. It's the courage of the lion. And it's like living through your heart, you know, what does the heart want? So we've got to think about when the moon was new in Leo, it would have been back in August last year. And what was going on in your life? What were you committing to? What were you beginning? What were you trying to aspire towards, or to setting intentions towards? And this brings this to fullness. Whatever you created or you began in August, or began even thinking about, the culmination of something, because the full moon brings everything together. It illuminates everything. It's full in the sky. There we go. So Leo is a fire sign. Thank you, angels, for bringing the fire in. So there can be some kind of celebration going on. Now I know the beautiful Sue Boyd is celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Lovely Aquarian Sue. And Aquarius is the opposite sign to Leo. So it can be that, you know, if you are have Aquarius strongly in your chart, if you are an Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, this is going to have a big impact on you as well. And it can be, you know, look at them. They've come to some kind of place where they understand, they've agreed, what is it we want to do? Where do we want to go? Because the mists have cleared. So I think that this full moon seems to be bringing us clarity. It seems to be putting the fire in our bellies to be able to not just get on with things that we have committed to, but to actually start to think long term, to think about the 2-year, the 3-year, the 4-year, the 5-year plan. And then to say, I'm going to put my fire energy behind that, my passion behind that. And Leo's all about self-belief. Leos believe they deserve the best. because they do, because they're the king of the jungle. And so it's that sovereignty, isn't it? It's that sense of, I believe I deserve this, and I'm going to put my whole heart into it. And this is saying that there is abundance awaiting you. You might have to patiently keep finessing this, adding to the plans, keep on doing, and keep putting your passion and your belief, your self-belief that you're worthy of it. Be proud of your achievements and celebrate anything that you've already achieved this year, because this last 12 months has been so testing for all of us. But there are these small wins. They might be tiny, but we've got to celebrate them. Now, this card reminds me of something that I'm going to begin doing. I must do it today. I must. Here's me committing myself to get a jar, an empty jar, and to get some post-it notes, and every day to write something on the post-it note that you feel like has been really good about that day, something you've achieved, something positive. And then when we get to Easter, you empty the jar and you just go back and read these things. And I tell you what, I'm not kidding you when I say that I've done this for a few years. And it's amazing because you forget about these things. They just go over your head, they pass you by. And then when you actually put them all together, you realise that was no small thing, and it contributed to the bigger thing that I want to achieve. And that's what that full moon in Leo is saying to you. Be proud of everything, every little part of you that you do, that you are. Jolene, hello there. Good morning, and good morning to Diane as well. And Rose Rice. Sharon Andrews, did I say hello to you as well? Thank you for the stars. Who sent me stars just then? Fatima, bless your heart. Breda, good morning. Okay, so those are really, really beautiful messages, aren't they? Very, very positive week. And then this is the Friday weekend. Okay, so what is the week rounding off with? More fire. Now, she's the Amazon lady. She's got this very strong warrior attitude, and she's very tough. She's fierce. Thank you. I love my unicorn too. It's a Christmas decoration, but unicorns aren't just for Christmas, are they? And she's got that, you know, she's got it. She's got it going on. She's sorted. She can hold her own. She can stand up for her beliefs and her rights, and she can keep on going and doing what she needs to do. But if she needs backup, she's got this fantastic fiery dragon going. Don't mess with my lady, because she's got it going on, and I'm protecting her, and I'm wrapping my wings around her, and I'm ready to breathe fire on anybody who would dare to diss her or dare to disrespect her. I love that. So the 9 is about being nearly there. You're nearly there. And you've got all these fiery ones where you can help to protect yourself. So some of that is protection, you know, where if you're in the wild and you're worried about bears or wolves or whatever, you'd put a fire, sort of ring of fire around yourself, wouldn't you? And that's what they're doing. But then she's got this fantastic companion here, the spirit animal. And it is saying, you know, have courage and belief in yourself. Whatever you've begun, whatever you are setting up here, it's all about your part in this is for you to commit yourself to it through your actions and through your beliefs. So, you know, if we start getting wobbly and going, oh, well, I'm not that good. Who am I to believe that I can do anything? And we all know that great sports people, the most successful people in history, it's not that they're better than other people. It's just that they had that mindset where they were just like, no, this is mine. I'm having it. I can do this. And they just kept on going. And that's the difference. That's the difference between you being able to succeed in your plans or just give up on them. I don't want you to give up. I want you to be, I'm going to be your fiery dragon standing behind you saying, I know you can do this. I believe in you. And then all that needs is for you to believe in yourself. And that's the magic ingredient. That is what you need. So, wonderful messages for the full moon. I loved them today. I hope you did. And then I would like you to think about whether you would like card number 1, that one with the star on it. Card number 2, which looks like a field of, looks like poppies and hearts. Card number 3 with Ankh on it. So before we get into that, I just want to show you share something with you. My daughter sent me this as a gift because we're not going to see each other until March, so it's a long old time. And it was so lovely of her to send that to me, this happiness planner. And it comes inside this sleeve. And I thought I would share something from it with you because it, whoops, sorry, I just dropped it. So inspiring. And you fill in all of these things about happiness. I won't show you because this is my personal thoughts in here. But what I loved was, I'm just going to turn the light on that so you can see it better. It begins with 26 rules to live by for a happier and more fulfilling life. So it really is that simple, isn't it? You know, we are in charge of our own happiness. And when I was filling this planner in, I was thinking, yes, I'm more in charge of my happiness than I sometimes give myself credit for. So I'm going to share these 26 things, and I'd like you to choose 3. You can choose more if you want, but write them down and start doing them. You know, what are you going to commit to, you know, like that night of Earth, to make your life happier? Thank you for the stars, Laurie. I didn't see you sneak in there. Hello. Altari and Teresa, hello. Be comfortable in your own skin. Appreciate what you have. That's a massive one for me. Going around appreciating things, being grateful. Eat healthy. Exercise, massive one for me. I did some exercise this morning. I felt wonderful. Meditate. I have lots of free meditations if you go on my YouTube channel. Do what you love. Believe in yourself. Expand your comfort zone. Travel. Maybe travel in your mind. There's lots of places you can go on YouTube where you can do like a city tour. And you don't have to actually physically go there because a lot of us can't. But anyway, you can still travel. Embrace your me time. Self-reflect. Live with passion. Oh yes, like the warrior lady. See the positive in every situation. That's a challenging one, isn't it? Learn from mistakes. Cherish your loved ones. Be nice. Show appreciation. Let go of the need to control. Spend time with nature. Live in the moment. Be kind. Have an open mind. Avoid over-analysing. Yes, I need to do that. Stop worrying about the future. Drop the resentment within. Drop the ego and be true. Aren't those lovely? So choose 3 of those. If I whizzed past them too quickly, then you can always come back and watch the replay, and that bit is on at, I don't know what minute it was. But anyway, it's a good practice, isn't it? And it certainly lifted my mood a lot doing that, because it's like consciously being happy. Nicole South, avoid over-analysing, because that's the Gemini in us, isn't it? Oh, Gemini's lovely, and then it has a shadow side, as all the star signs do. All right, my darlings, thank you for the message, Claudia. So those of you who chose number 1, you have another little card underneath here, which is a little prayer card. Oh, thank you. Leslie said those messages are at 23 minutes. So if you want to go back and listen to them again, 23 minutes in. Thank you, Leslie. Okay, so this is your message. Look at that. The red on here represents the root chakra. So that's our groundedness. It's so maybe you need to ground yourself a bit more. Maybe you need to do some exercise, get out in nature, walk around in bare feet, wear the colour red, eat the colour red, eat red coloured foods, and wear red coloured gemstones like garnet, ruby. Carnelian is a good one as well. And then we have this star that seems to be emitting like a green light, which is the heart. So it's, you know, while you're trying to keep yourself safe and secure, never forget your dreams. You know, what does the heart want? So it's kind of both. So maybe your heart wants things to make you secure, make you feel secure. So let's look at your message. So it says, all is possible when your heartfelt vision is in alignment with your values. Believe in your dream, love it, breathe it, and let it fill your thoughts. But But you must take action also. Work towards it a little every day until it becomes your primary action. Dreams are first envisaged, but then they must be built. You will succeed if you work at it. Now that kind of epitomizes everything that those angel messages were talking about, doesn't it? That we have to have a dream, but we have to be able to show up every day and take those actions. And we have to, in our hearts, believe that we're worthy of it. And we have to fill our thoughts with that dream and not get, sometimes we can get a little bit fed up, a little bit blue about the fact that we seem to be so far away from our dreams. But really, it's like that Miley Cyrus song, it's the climb. It's not the getting there, it's all of the building and the resilience in between. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you for the stars, Claudia. So this is your little angel affirmation card, your little angel prayer. So it's for your guardian angel speaking to you. It says, "Dear angels, thank you for your strength and protection and for helping me tune into your divine guidance and wisdom. I'm open to receiving any messages you bring and ask that only pure and trustworthy messages come through for the highest good of all." So, I've been thinking about my angel readings because I've been kind of in a bit of a place with them where I was thinking I'm not sure whether I should continue to do angel readings or how I should continue to do angel readings. I've been thinking about it a lot. And I feel like I should do them, but much less about prophesizing the future and more about helping people to really engage with their spirit and pass messages on from the angels and to help you really to understand what those messages are telling you. What's your next step in life, or how do you uncover blocks? What do you do to release those blocks? I feel like that's my purpose, rather than saying, oh yes, on March 26th this amazing man is going to knock on your door and you're going to fall in love and live happily ever after. And I think a lot of people want readings like that, and I'm not the person to come to if you do. But if you want to really understand yourself better, if you want to understand what you came here to do and what your angels are trying to get your attention around at the moment, and what it is that you can personally take accountability for and actions you can take, and where are your strengths, what are you here for, then I'm the person to do a reading for you. So I don't know why I said that, but anyway, it just felt like I should tell you that. So that's where I'm at, and I'm all about being honest at the moment. It's getting me into all kinds of trouble. So our next message is number 2, and this is a beautiful field of flowers. Again, we've got a lot of red, which represents the root, so it is about being grounded. We've got to have our feet on the ground, we've got to take action, we've got to build that secure base for ourselves. And it seems like a similar message of these hearts going up into the sky. So are they going up, or are they coming down like confetti? You decide. Are they showering down from heaven, or are your intentions being sent up through everything that you have planted and the seeds that you've sown? So your message is, sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but it soon will. All is about to change. A blessing is on its way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. There, so they're coming down. So I'm going to get the card deck box because you're all asking what they are. And these are Tony Carmine's Salerno, the Heart and Soul heart-shaped big cards. Really hard to shuffle. I can vouch for that, but they're beautiful, aren't they? And they have, because they're double-sided, you tend to have to do it with your eyes closed so that you don't think, oh, I like that picture, I'm going to grab that. But you can do it like that as well. So your affirmation message is this lovely one. This is me, the golden flakes, like confetti coming down from heaven. I am beautiful inside and out. I am strong. I am wise. I can do anything I set out to do. I deserve the best in love, friendships, my career, money, and in my life as a whole. I am powerful, and I claim my power every day. Isn't that just amazing? Now, I wrote that one day when I was feeling really, really rubbish, just sitting down. I was sitting here at this very table crying and feeling rubbish. In fact, it was about August last year actually. And I just suddenly felt compelled to get this piece of paper and to write these words down, because it was almost like my angels were channeling through me going, come on, woman, get yourself together. So this is so true, isn't it? You know, on those days where we feel a bit like my luck's out or I'm not good enough, we've got to remind ourselves. And some days we wake up and we're filled with light. We're absolutely buzzing and we're going around telling this to other people. And then some days we just need someone to tell us. And so this is your message today, my loves, if you chose number 2. Okay, number 3 is we have the Ankh. Ankh is it's a hieroglyph, it's an Egyptian symbol, and it means life. It looks like a key, and it's like the key to life. And we've got these eyes that it's almost as though, you know, your emotions are the key to your life, it feels like, because they're submerged halfway underwater. It's like she can't breathe. And then this is the eye of Horus, the eye of protection. So you're being protected. You know, the key, it seems to be around some emotion. Let's have a look and see what the message is. Oh, it is about emotions. Fantastic. It is not a matter of containing your emotions. Rather, the opposite is required. You must express your emotions in order to heal them. Say what you feel. Be gentle. Be truthful. And do not blame anyone in the process, especially yourself. All emotions can be transformed by love. A conscious desire to do so is all it takes. It's okay to feel the way you do. So I feel like this is a really, really strong message for anybody who's feeling like you're on the verge of feeling very emotional. It can be heightened emotions as in excited. It could be that you're feeling like you want to just drown in a puddle of your own tears. You may be just feeling like I just want to burst into tears any minute, and I'm trying to stop myself, and I'm telling myself, no, I've got to be strong. There's so much strength in allowing emotion to come out, you know. And have you ever noticed when you see somebody cry, it's such a beautiful thing. It makes you cry because their emotion is like a wave and it comes and catches us. And it's beautiful, and it's that empathy that you have as a soul, meeting another soul on that level of emotion. So don't be afraid to cry, my loves. Maybe you need to go and have a good old howl and get a tissue and, you know, let it out, because there's so much strength, and that's the key to you. You know, when you release it, then you can move forward and go, okay, that's out, and I can feel stronger, I can move forward, I can feel better. So your message is really beautiful, because this one is Archangel Michael, who is his cobalt blue light. He's the protector, he's the warrior angel. I think there's so much in this Leo full moon of I'm feeling Archangel Michael. So blue crystals like lapis lazuli, sodalite, sunset sodalite's a new one that's just been discovered recently in Texas, which is like sodalite but with flecks of orange in it. Oh, I've got one. I've got one right here actually. I always feel like that's Archangel Michael in that stone. But Archangel Michael, you can just call on him anytime and just say, Michael, Michael, Michael. And, you know, what do you need in terms of protection, in terms of courage? And this is a little prayer for you. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for blessing me with your light and for protecting me every day. Thank you for cleansing my mind and my energy field of fear and negative beliefs. Thank you for helping me to have the courage to live my life in love and joy. And so it is. Isn't that beautiful? And Chrissy's saying, hello, Chrissy. I do this every day before going to work. Yeah, so if you're going on a journey and you want protection, ask Archangel Michael to put his bubble of blue light around you. If there's anything you're scared, you know, if you wake up in the middle of the night and I can hear a funny noise, or I think feeling a bit like I've had a nightmare or something like that, it can help you to get over nightmares, to have peaceful sleep, just to protect your home, your possessions, your family members, especially in these times, you know, when we're worried about getting getting viruses, or just worrying about not seeing our family, and we want to send some protection and love their way. Then Archangel Michael is your angel. And if there's anything that you want help with and you're not sure which angel to ask, then go to Archangel Michael and he can get the right angel on the job for you. Okay, so he's like the go-to. And never ever feel like you shouldn't ask for an archangel's help, because they have this what's the word called, multiplicity, you know, like that film with Michael Keaton where he can be in a gazillion different places all at once. So I can call him Michael and all of you can call him Michael, and he can be there with all of us, because these beings are beings of light. They're so much more powerful than anything that we know, and they don't operate like humans. They're just wondrous. So those are our messages this morning. How powerful were those? And so go and do you and be powerful in the knowledge of being that. If you have to go away and have a good cry, then do it. But just know you're always loved, and there's always a place for you to come and find some peace here on this page, and go back and watch some of my previous videos if you just want to escape for a little while from anything that's going on in your life. I completely understand that, and I'm with you. And let's have that week in from the 6th of February, from the 8th of February to the 14th. Let's get our stars goal so that we can do that. A week of self-love, culminating in gorgeous celebration on Valentine's Day on the Sunday, and we'll also do that new moon in Aquarius and Chinese New Year stuff on Thursday the 11th. So my loves, have a wonderful full moon week. Take good care of yourselves, and lots of love and angel blessings always.